one or two states examples, I'm not even naming them. They gave, well, very big promises. And their budget today is not even able to fund those promises. And I strongly believe such a homework is done by BJP-ruled states. It is for the states to engage with the Finance Commission. Andhra and Bihar are the only two you're naming. Nobody has had anything else coming. We want people to be skilled to use AI. Voice of the middle class, which felt that they were ending up. There was this voice of the middle class, which felt that they were ending up paying the tax, never mind. They were absolutely proud and happy to be taxpayers of this country, but also felt they don't seem to have much coming in the way of redressing their problems. And there was also this feeling that the government was very inclusive in taking care of the very poor, also focusing on vulnerable sections and so on. So the voice which came wherever I traveled was, we are proud taxpayers, we are honest taxpayers, we want to be continuing to serve the country by being good taxpayers, but would you think about what are the kind of things you can do for us? And so I had this discussion also with the Honorable Prime Minister, who put me on the specific assignment of see what is it that you can come up with. And therefore, we did a bit of within the ministry work and briefed the PM on what is it that is before us. And guided by him, we've come up with this. I think these are lame and lazy, quick way to look at the budget. Every state gets its share of all the central schemes, gets their due grants in aid, which are decided by the Finance Commission. Every state gets a part of the due for the expressways, the freight corridors, the railways, the airports, and some big ticket seaports, which are also getting built. Each year I don't announce them, but they are funded by us for over several years. States and states' capacity to take on such welfare measures will have to be studied before announcing any such. And I strongly believe such a homework is done by BJP-ruled states. I'm sorry to take one or two states examples, I'm not even naming them. They gave, well, very big promises, and their budget today is not even able to fund those promises.
You're talking about Punjab?
Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka. States which have had fairly good financial fiscal situation are also now reaching situations which they are not able to fund themselves. It is for the states to engage with the Finance Commission, express their concerns about the parameters based on which the tax devolution principles are laid down by each of the Finance Commissions. And if they think over a decade they've had a distinctly different paradigm happening there, it is for them to highlight to the Finance Commission. After all, Government of India takes the Finance Commission's recommendations, particularly on the core suggestions, and follows it. If we are looking at the numbers, because we've got used to 16-17% increase every year from 2020, and saying, oh, you've not increased it by that number, I would equally want to ask you to please look at the way in which the quality of spending has happened, particularly capital expenditure. And I must appreciate the states which received the 50-year interest-free share of the money, which went from our side as capital expenditure for them. They have also shown very great interest in capital expenditure. We want people to be skilled to use AI. So we have come up with a program earlier also, and even now in this budget, hub and spoke model, in 5 different parts of the country, where it could be an MSME cluster, where we'll have a, let's say, a skilling center, where in the hub we will have overseas skilling schools which are very good. For example, if I were to say I'll get Singapore to come to one of the clusters for particular areas in which Singapore is well known for training people, skilling people, for them to come and do a master trainers center in that hub, and also have certification provided under their name, to which will be very many more ITIs attached.